There's something about this that feels a little bit addictive, in that when you learn to push yourself a little bit and force yourself to do something hard and work really hard at it, it sort of brings out a new side of yourself that isn't gonna go away. So I think you kind of chase it. My name is Thomas Hill, and I'm training for my first ultramarathon. There are many things to like about endurance running. I personally like the fact that it's pushing me into a new space as a human being, as a person. It's very challenging. It's challenging in ways that I didn't expect it to be. The endurance part of it really starts to kick in when you kind of reach a threshold. It gets really mentally challenging. It forces you to kind of dig really deep in yourself. I feel like I'm on a much better track than I was last year. Just being healthy, staying active. I'm very serious and deliberative about my recovery times, getting my strength training in. I did 18 miles last year and I wanted to do something a little bit more challenging. It was either gonna be a 32-mile race or 52, and I said, might as well just throw my hat over the fence and do 52. The training has been going well. Knock on wood, it's been going quite well. I have been relatively pain-free and injury-free going through this process. It's been about 5 months of training, utilizing the wonderful skills of my physical therapist to keep me from getting injured.
My name is Peter Mason. I'm a physical therapist. I work in Cody, Wyoming at Advantage Rehab. Dry needling is the use of a monofilament needle to release dysfunctional soft tissue, usually. It can be used to also treat tendons, ligaments, and to approximate neural tissue, but it is most commonly used to treat myofascial pain in the form of trigger points.
I've been doing dry needling for probably about 3 months now on a weekly basis. This year, going into this particular training season, I wanted to be operating on all cylinders, and I kind of understood a little bit more about what dry needling does and its purpose.
Trigger points are hyper-irritable taut bands of muscular tissue that basically get stuck in a contraction cycle, which creates an energy and metabolic crisis. There's less oxygen in the area and more metabolic byproducts that build up in the area that stimulate nerve sensors that are likely to essentially tell the brain about pain and a noxious chemical environment that's created by the trigger point. They are derived from repetitive movements such as running and overstraining, such as in lifting. Myofascial trigger points generate poor motor performance because at the neuromuscular junction, there is spontaneous electrical activity happening because of imbalance of acetylcholine in the neuromuscular junction. This causes the muscle to essentially turn on and off like a flickering light. Dry needling addresses musculoskeletal pain through really addressing these dysfunctional motor end plates. So it mechanically releases them, often through what you can visibly see as a localized twitch response, which is an involuntary reflex that's mediated through the spinal cord. So it essentially goes in and resets or destroys these motor end plates.
It's been working very, very well. My recovery times have been great. I have very few injuries. Everything has just been going very well. He has really done a lot to set me on the right path.
Ultramarathons, they'll push you beyond your limits and outside of your comfort zone, and that's where we grow.
And I think a lot of people who are in that space feel the same way, that they chase the next pursuit, whatever that might be. So even if it's not trail running, yes, I'm gonna do something, but I probably will do another one, yes.